Hi there. Welcome to the journey of becoming a confident woman, part 3. I am Obasi Kanu. So, in my previous videos, I laid some foundations on the true anchor of a confident, and I listed 3 of the true anchor for every genuine confidence. Number 1, I said that a genuine confidence comes from a godly confidence. Number 2, it comes from our identity in Christ. Number 3, it comes from our revelation of God's love for us as a person. And so today, I'll be talking about 7 secrets of a confident woman. And I'm so excited to be sharing these 7 secrets because it has been of help to me also. And I sincerely believe that it's going to be of help to you also. And if you know somebody that this video can be of blessing to, why don't you share it? Okay, so number 1, quickly, 7 secrets of a confident woman. Number 1 secret of a confident woman is that she knows that she is loved. And because of this knowing, she does not fear being unloved by others. Why? Because she knows that first and foremost, she is loved unconditionally by God. And so, oftentimes it has been said that it is wisdom for one to concentrate on the people that loves you rather than worrying over those who do not. And so as a confident woman, you must know that you are loved. When you have this consciousness of, I am loved, the way you carry yourself outside, it tells, it shows. Remember when I was coming up, I hated almost everything about myself. I hated the way my legs look. I hated my shapes. I hated basically anything I put on. I just hate it. And funny enough, people will just be there telling me, oh, Obasi, you look beautiful. Oh, this thing looks good on you. Oh, I like the way your face is. I like the way this is. But inside, I do not appreciate any of this. So how did I conquer this? I did not conquer it by looking just in the mirror and telling myself, oh, you look beautiful. Obviously, it's an obvious truth that I am beautiful. But I begin to love myself the moment I begin to understand, or rather accept, the love of God for me. We all know that God loves us generally, but until you begin to receive this free gift of God's unconditional love to you as a person, you might find it difficult to be healed from some traumas. You might find it difficult to be healed from some wrong self-image you've carried about yourself. And so, if we do not love ourselves, if we do not receive the love that God has for us, the unconditional love that is not attached to our performance, that is not attached to what we could offer, then we basically will not be able to love ourselves. And guess what? You cannot love others if you do not love yourself. And so, the number 2 secret of a confident woman is that a confident woman refuses to live in fear. I think this slogan, I will not fear, should be the acceptable attitude that every confident woman should have towards fear. Does that not mean that we will not feel afraid within? Of course not. But what it does mean is that we will not allow fear to rule over our life. We will not allow fear to determine our actions, our decisions. And so, number 2 secret of a confident woman, she do not live in fear. Number 3, a confident woman is positive. we talked about having a healthy self-image. A confident woman is positive. She believes that something good is going to happen. She believes that something marvelous will happen to her and to those around her. She's not negative. And guess what? Naturally, people don't like hanging around someone who is negative. Even I myself. In fact, it pisses me off when I sit with someone who complains over everything, especially over something I know that you can handle, something I know that have solution. And even the one that don't have solution, instead of lamenting over it, you can rather sit to strategize and think on how to come up with solution. And so, a confident woman is that woman who is positive. I hope you are taking notes because I'm not just saying it to excite you, but I'm listing these keys so that peradventure you are not working in it, you will begin to run with this. And even if you are running in it already unconsciously, now consciously you begin to realize that, oh, this is me and I am a confident woman. Negativity and confidence, they don't go together. It's just like oil and water that cannot mix together. When you turn a bottle of oil inside a gallon of water, it can never mix together. One will be at the top, and it is the oil that will be at the top. So when you mix confidence and negativity together, obviously negativity will swallow confidence. Someone will say, I don't know why it looks like negative. Negative sign is always more stronger than the positive. No, it is when you concentrate on the negative end up swallowing the positive. And so, as a confident woman, you must be positive. You must believe and expect every day of your life that something good will happen to you, that you are going to do well, and that you are going to get it done. You are going to get to the top. You are going to accomplish the goals that you have set out for yourself. Number 4, a confident woman recovers from setbacks. It is so easy for one to be confident from the starting point. But when we hit a roadblock, or when we encounter obstacles and challenges that opposes what we were running towards, then it is now a confident woman who can still bounce back from that setback. But for one who is not confident, that will be the end of that journey. So a confident woman recovers quickly from her setback. She recovers from every kind of setback that confronts her in the path to getting her goal and vision accomplished. There are those who rather not even try anything at all because they fear that, oh, I have done this before and it didn't work, so why should I try again? My dear, try it again and again and again and again. The numbers of time you failed is not what actually counts, but it is the success. So why end your story on the failing part? And remember, for the fact that you encounter obstacles, it does not mean that you are a failure. It is just a setback. And so, the number 4 secret of a confident woman is that she recovers from setbacks. She did not allow setback to be the reason why she stopped what she had started. She did not allow setback to be the reason why she will not aim higher again in life. And so quickly, we go to number 5. I don't know, I'm just so excited because I have been through this and I have seen how much I have grown. I have overgrown some negativities, overgrown some mindset. And that was why from the early stage of my video, I said that it's going to be a transformative journey, a journey to renew our mind. Many of us hold on to many negative thoughts, many negative belief systems that always pushes us down, always pull us down. But until we let go of those thoughts, my dear, confidence will be very difficult to obtain. And so number 5, a confident woman avoid comparison. I know that women are so good in comparing themselves with their fellow women. They compare their hair, they compare their hearing, they compare their looks, they compare their shape, they compare even down to their home, matrimonial home. They compare their children to other women's children. But if you are going to be a confident woman, then you must be that woman who avoids comparison. Confidence is not possible if we keep comparing ourselves with other people. Yes. No matter how smart, no matter how talented and successful you may be, there will always be someone out there who is more talented than you, who is more smarter than you, who is more successful than you, and sooner or later, you are going to come in contact with them. So what will you now do? You must come to this point whereby you realize that it is you and you alone. You are not running to overtake somebody. As much as we set goals, we know that we have goals and targets to run towards, to visions and so on. But we must never compare ourselves with other people. When you do so, you beat down your confidence, because there will always be something in another person that you don't have. And a true confidence is found in doing the best we can with what we have to work with, not in comparing ourselves with others and competing with them. As a woman of confidence, you must work with what you have while improving on yourself. You must be contented with how God has made you while you work on yourself. For those who are looking forward to shade off some fat, you have to be contented first with how you look currently while you work on improving yourself. And if you are somebody who is not that intelligent, and what do we even mean by intelligent? Maybe because you are not too vocal, you can still be confident in who you are while still improving on yourself. Of course, there is always room for improvement. There is always going to be room for growth. But while we work on the path of growth, we must be careful not to compare ourselves with others. We must be careful not to compete with other people. The sky is large enough for everybody to fly without competition. Somebody will say, are there no healthy competition? Well, in my own context today, I would say there is no healthy competition. The only thing you should do is your area of improvement. When you see the lapses in you, when you see your weaknesses, while you work on overcoming the weakness, you must also focus on the one you can do. Remember in my previous videos, I said that a confident woman is that woman who focuses on her strength rather than worrying over her weaknesses. There will always be room for improvement. So you must be determined to be contented in what you have, where you are currently, what you can do presently while improving yourself. Number 6, a confident woman takes action. I remember my pastor, Pastor Henry Emelike, used to say something. He's his normal statement because he believes in doing. He's a man who is so confident and he does not believe in limitation. He doesn't even believe in failure. He believes in you taking action. He says something that the world have two type of people. Number one, those who wait for something to happen. And number two, those who make something to happen. A confident woman falls in the category of those who make something to happen and not those who wait for something to happen. And so as a confident woman, you must be that woman who takes actions. It's not enough that you plan. It's not enough that you say, oh, I want to have a beautiful home. I want to have a beautiful children who are responsible, who are respectful, who are kind. You take action. And how do you take actions? You execute. You prepare yourself. When you get yourself prepared for your goals, it becomes easier for you to execute them. So as a confident woman, you must be willing to take actions. And taking action means taking risk. And so I wrote here that one of the few mistakes we can never recover from is the mistake of never being willing to make one in the first place. We must be willing to make mistakes if we plan to go far. Avoiding mistakes is as good as not taking actions. And that is why we say that your failure, or what the world called failure, is not failure itself. It's a start point. It's an opportunity to try again. God do not walk through our fears, but rather he walks through our faith. And faith is you taking actions. You must be willing as a confident woman to take actions. Well, we understand or we know that some people are naturally bold, while some people are naturally shy. But whether you are naturally bold or you are naturally shy, with God on our side, we can do the supernatural. We can learn to be confident. We can learn it. That is the beautiful part of it. It can be learned. Yes. And so I've come to my end of the joining of the Confident Woman part 3 today. I encourage us to subscribe to my videos. If you have not done so, please kindly do, so that once I upload any videos, you'll be the first person to get notification. Thank you so much for following. God bless you. Bye.